like go put your back against the wall and just slide down.
What's called the affidavit in support of the wildcaps. Okay. It's like 3 affidavits. In those affidavits, it tells Meech's full role.
Why? It was good. Rick Ross hadn't done any of these things. Hey man, 48 laws of power, right? 50 is going to prepare itself in the event or just in case you do try to do something to violate it. Look, this is gonna get up.
Given that it appears that Meech was the true informant in the Cuffy case, 50 Cent is pursuing Meech on new snitching charges. 52 Big Meech continues to maintain that there is no hard proof linking him to snitching, but he is not going away. The accusations are being examined by us. Snitching allegations and supporting documents have supplanted the hoopla surrounding former mafia boss Demetrius Big Meech Wiener's early release from prison last October. 50 Cent calls Big Meech a rat. When Big Meech got into a confrontation with rapper 50 Cent, Meech's longtime buddy and former business partner Diane Gatling, popularly known as Cuffy, called Meech out just 2 days after his release from jail, accusing him of snitching on him to get a lighter sentence for himself. The issues surrounding his suspected snitching continued to ensnare the former drug boss in yet another storm. The two had a strong relationship before he was released from prison, but it ended suddenly, and now they are on different sides of the snitching problem. Tale as usual, 50 Cent started the controversy on Instagram on February 3, 2025, accusing Big Meech of snitching and teasing a documentary about him that would reveal everything. It's possible that Big Meech's appearance in a video with 50 Cent's rival Rick Ross promoting a welcome back concert honoring Meech's release from prison contributed to the recent rift between 50 Cent and Big Meech. Yo Kodak, Black T Grizzly, SG Boozy, and numerous more musicians were planned to play at the event, which was set for February 13th at the Amaranth Bank Arena. Rick Ross was expected to make his Big Meech debut by performing BMF. Notwithstanding the lack of concrete proof, the event announcement lost all of its appeal because of 50 Weighty the spy was correct. Shortly after, a court document that appeared to indicate that Big Meech might have hired Tammy Cowan to spy on Cuffy as part of a bigger plan to avoid punishment went viral on social media. The story went global. The report claims that Cowan was introduced to Cuffy by Big Meech in order to carry out illicit narcotics transactions on his behalf. Nevertheless, she subsequently gave the federal government information regarding their exchanges. Ironically, the same individual is Tammy Cowan, who has since turned against Big Meech. In the days ahead, more information on this third-party cooperation arrangement will probably come to light, particularly given that she and 50 Cent are collaborating on an open documentary. On social media, 50 Cent has persisted in making fun of Big Meech just hours after labeling Meech a rat. Posted a video showing himself pushing Meech's head into a man who acknowledged that he had snitched on 50 Cent once more. He implied in the title of the since-deleted post that he had just worked with 50 Cent's long-standing nemesis Rick Ross to promote his Welcome Back show. For 50, it was a betrayal, and many fans believe the rapper has a legitimate reason for acting this way. Remarkably, the argument between 50 and Meech may have rekindled the animosity between Rose and 50 in an Instagram live video. Rick Ross severely beat 50 Cent when he claimed that Meech had tied him up. At the start of the film, Ross made fun of his former opponent as he and Rick Ross posed for a photo. Ross feigned tears and went on. A few days later, Ross resumed his trolling and threatened to take over the BMF TV show in the 50s. In a live Instagram video, the rapper criticized 50's production and revealed to his fans that he was thinking of launching his own BMF production.
You've been entertained by a lackluster, small budget series. Now it's time to do a big budget film.
Continues by mentioning Quentin Tarantino and other well-known figures. Following a big laugh at the end of the video, Gary Gray Ross and Antoine Fuqua get even more excited and pull 50 down in the middle of the mayhem. Taking advantage of the circumstance, 50 Cent's rival, Young Buck, made fun of 50 Cent. He sent a brief video message congratulating Big Meech on his newfound freedom, but he also warned, you know who.
We're playing with dude. We're playing with dude.
Following his praise from Ross and other rappers, Big Meech eventually responded to the social media snitching accusations in an Instagram video, reminding supporters that he has never folded and never would.
Because I'm not trying to let nobody trick me off the street. But I never folded, never told, never will.
He then promoted his event and extended an invitation to the Amaranth Arena on February 13th as he wrapped up the video. A video of 50 Cent's reaction to Meech's video was uploaded shortly after it was broadcast. When Meech declared he would not be duped by anyone, 50 people responded, and 50 could be heard arguing against each of Meech's assertions as his video played in the background. That makes fun of Meech's homecoming performance by implying that it won't be a success and that everyone will be unhappy if Lil Baby doesn't appear. He stated, "Even though you want our house, he is unable to leave," in the caption. 50 Cent reiterated his assertions that Meech would not even be present for the performance. There won't even be a big shriek. Do not believe me when I say that he cannot go after PM. Do whatever you want, he stated. Will you demand a refund if the performer on the bill does not show up? When unanticipated circumstances forced the cancellation of the show, 50 would ultimately get the final laugh. BMF member and rapper Blue Da Vinci said that Tammy Cowens had wiretaps and documents on him in an audio tape that 50 Cent shared while Big Meech was still recovering from the postponed performance. From someone who has worked with Meech for years, it is difficult to reject, even though many of them are still just allegations. Are these accusations of snitching nonetheless true? What exactly was Meech up to, and how did Cuffy wind up behind bars? The newly released court record on the internet not only gives the whole event a new perspective, but it also creates a link between the key characters in this conflict. Demetrius Fanori, Diane Gatling, and Fidel Suarez were implicated in a drug distribution scheme, according to the report. Recently, there has been a lot of talk about Big Meech's supposed betrayal of Cuffy, a longtime friend, by snitching, but there has been little to no proof to back up these allegations. Owned and ran a California-based transportation firm. As a STT, Louis BMF member, Cuffy had close connections with other BMF members who could assist with drug distribution. The reputed national boss of the Black Mafia family BMF during the time was Big Meech. In a pivotal role, Big Meech brought the parties together and linked them to a second individual known as CS1 in court documents. An audio tape of Cuffy's daughter, Tamara Len Gatling, was shared on X, where she brazenly accused Mrs. Meech of arranging for her father to earn a reduced sentence. This comes as the scandal around Big Meech's alleged third-party collaboration pack continues to consume social media discussions. The recording captures Tamara speaking.
This recording is in regards to my dad. He's Dion Gatling. Most people know him as Cuffy. But I wanted to make this recording so I can shed light on some facts. My dad was set up by one of his best friends, which is Demetrius.
Tamara says that because Meech and her father had been friends for more than 30 years, Meech's treachery was even more terrible because their families were so close. When Meech approached Cuffy in 2011 about doing a BMF movie, Tamara claims that he also showed him Cowan, who had Meech's power of attorney and life insurance while he was incarcerated. Tammy Cowan claims that after Cuffy was arrested in 2014, he discovered he had been set up because all of the evidence and facts the authorities used against him were confidential. She also served as a sort of conduit for anything Cuffy had to do with Meech and his supporters.
Exactly who CS1 was, and he told.
For perspective, Tamara is talking about the collection of evidence that prosecutors find to support their case after reading it. Only one individual could have shared such specific information, Cuffy realized. Many individuals are surprised by Cowan's choice to turn on Big Meech, even though they are aware of the dangers of being a police informant. 100 Wack, a music executive, isn't shocked by Cowan's actions, but Wack 100 claimed on a once Meech got out of jail and back with his baby mama, it seemed inevitable that Cowans would confide in the man she had been working with for years. 50 Cent equipped himself with that knowledge in anticipation of the day Meech might decide to turn against him, given the kind of man he is. Meech reportedly made contact with Rick Ross, a 50 Seconds Wack 100 adversary, on that day, according to a recent live stream with DJ Academics.
Hey man, 48 laws of power, right? 50 is going to prepare itself in the event or just in case you do try to do something to violate it.
Things have undoubtedly gotten worse in the past several weeks, and the turmoil has caused fans and celebrities to express divergent views on social media. Some have backed Meech and questioned the justification for third-party snitching, while others think he should not be respected because he snitched. As others have noted, it is impossible to demonstrate that Cowans was acting under Meech's influence, rather than on his own. Some Big Meech followers have objected, but Cuffy has persisted in making sure he has a say in the matter. Easing any concerns over Big Meech's accountability, he met with Blue Da Vinci Live earlier in February and thoroughly described what transpired. Cuffy described the entire third-party deal concept over the phone while he was incarcerated. Upon learning that Cowan was having an affair with one special agent, Keith Cromer, her first D-handler, Louis Da Vinci, asked Cuffy why Meech had been imprisoned for so long after entering the third-party collaboration for a time cut. Cuffy retorted that Meech, who was accused of 2 murders, had not been given a time cut and that the interaction tainted the evidence. In May 2019, Cuffy acknowledged 2 gun-related offenses and received a 27-year jail sentence in return for the murder charges being withdrawn. By killing 2 people who were aware of his crimes, Mr. Gatling targeted the very foundation of the legal system, said attorney Jeff Jensen in a statement announcing the sentencing. The probe also resulted in the termination of Special Agent Keith Cromer, who acknowledged having an affair with Cowan but denied having intercourse with her or compiling paperwork to justify $212,000 in payments to her. As Cuffy sulked in his cell on June 14, 2021, Big Meech was in a good mood when as District Judge David M. Lawson decided to shorten Cuffy's prison sentence by 3 years.
A genuine kind of love for 50 on his response. But my response, that my daddy.
50 Cent made it clear that he was aware of Boozie's comments when he shared a video of Boozie's intervention on Instagram with the caption, "I did more for Mimi than anyone in his life, Boozie," which has since been removed. He always contacts me first to get him out of jail. In reaction to 50 Cent's allegation that he sent Little Meech to drug treatment while filming BM50, 50 Cent suggested that Big Meech would approve of his drug usage and expensive spending because he was envious of his bond with his son while he was incarcerated. 50 Cent has recently asserted that determined the seriousness of Big Meech's allegations, Flanner's profitability during his confinement was significantly boosted by the BMF series. 50 Cent claimed to have assisted the Meech family in earning $5 million. 50 Cent reprimanded Big Meech for attempting to stay relevant by donning his son's jewelry, and Little Meech had wasted all of the money before his father was released from prison. Since his welcome home event was canceled right before Valentine's Day, 50 Cent has been less critical of Big Meech, but he recently sent a mysterious Instagram message warning against making him feel anxious. Big Meech has mainly kept quiet, but as everyone knows, 50 Cent can quickly return to his peak performance. But everyone appears to be focused on the secrets that could be unveiled when 50 Cent's Frank documentary about Big Meech is made public. How do you feel? Like a comment. You've posted, then share it. Soon, I want to see you again.